Good afternoon. I'm Blake, and stay tuned to find out about how and when you can sign up for your driver's license papers.
This weekend, the bass fishing tournament competed on Lake Lanier in the state tournament. Later in the show, I'll have you details about that.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, and I'll be back later with weird news, including a toddler who was freed from a wooden barrel. Now that is weird.
Make sure to tune in later to the show for updates about the upcoming volleyball tryouts later this week.
Also in sports, I'll have the latest from the track team, including who will be going to the state meet this weekend. It's Monday, May 10th, and MCHSLive.com news starts now.
On May 6th, a flock of giant California condors trashed a woman's home. About 20 of the giant endangered birds have actually took over her deck the last few days. It was reported that they showed up at Cinda McCall's home sometime last week and have ruined a spa cover, decorative flags, and lawn ornaments. I'm sure she's ready for them to leave. Goats have arrived to help create a firebreak to protect the historic library. You may wonder why. Well, in 2019, they were credited with helping with the Reagan Library from burning up by creating a firebreak. They were brought back to create a firebreak, but since there was little rain and little vegetation, then they didn't eat that much. Thank you for the help, goats. In Portland, Tennessee, Kelly Strubing and her husband took their 2-year-old son, Dorian, to a hospital emergency room in Tennessee because he got stuck in an antique wooden barrel during a visit with his grandparents. Fire rescuers and medical staff had to use a power saw and screwdrivers to get the toddler out of the barrel. Luckily, though, the toddler didn't sustain any injuries. We'll be right back with sports after this message from the Doghouse.
Welcome to the Doghouse. The Doghouse is the school store here at MCHS located right by the cafeteria on Main Street. Open during lunch, the Doghouse has a wide variety of snacks, drinks, and school supplies. Well, let's say you don't want any of those things. Well, that's fine too. They also have a lot of cool, custom, and spirit wear that you can't purchase anywhere else, like what I'm holding right now. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to the Doghouse or visit their website, mchsdoghouse.com, and get what you need.
Let's get to Alex with news about volleyball tryouts.
Volleyball tryouts are this week. Open gym will be at 3:45 on Monday and Tuesday, and the actual tryouts will be Wednesday at 3:45. Please contact Coach Goodwin if you need more information and fill out all the necessary forms.
Thanks, Alex. Now let's go to Natalie with results from the GHSA State Finals Fishing Tournament this past Saturday.
The results of our GHSA state finals on Lake Lanier this past weekend were Landon Huff and Will Thomas for 15th place, Barrett Adams and Colby Brown for 47th place, and Jordan and Braden Rose for 53rd place. There were 66 boats in the tournament. Next up is Lake Eufaula on June 18th and 19th.
Thanks, Natalie, and congrats to our fishing team. Saturday, the track team competed in the sectionals meet at East Jackson High School. There were teams from as far south as Baxley and as far north as Hartwell competing, including Savannah and Augusta schools. Our dogs showed out. Over 20 athletes qualified to compete at state later this week. This is the largest number of state qualifiers in state history. If you watch the ticker below, you'll see everyone who's competing later this week. There's just too many to name here. That's all for sports. Let's go to Tyler with weather and then back to Blake with announcements and news from around the world.
It's mostly cloudy right now. We got a high of 75 today and a low of 60. It's going to get a little bit more cloudy tonight. We're going to have some rain Wednesday and Thursday.
Thanks, Tyler. Attention students wanting to obtain their driver's license or learner's license this summer needs to go to the counselor's office to fill out the license request log or email Gail Slaughter. Paperwork will be ready for pickup on May 19th. Please see your Google Classroom for more information. In music news, the release date for Olivia Rodrigo's new studio album, Soar, is set for Friday. A few singles supporting the album have already been released, such as Driver's License and Deja Vu. There is going to be a third single release called Good For You on the day of the album. The album will be released this Friday, so be sure to check it out. For movie news today, a new Addams Family movie was recently announced. The plot is still unknown, but the same people from the other movie are coming back to voice the characters. The movie will be coming out in October of 2021. So if you like the Addams Family, give this movie a shot when it comes out. The movie Sleepless will be released to Netflix tomorrow. The movie is starred by Jamie Foxx and was originally released in 2017. The movie is about when an undercover cop in Las Vegas finds himself in the middle of corrupt cops and other bad guys. A heist then leads to the kidnapping of his son, and Officer Downs must race through the night to get his son and bring the criminals to justice. Last week, 4 games were inducted into the Video Game Hall of Fame. To be eligible for the Hall of Fame, have to meet certain criteria. It has to be widely recognized or remembered, still popular, internationally recognized, and finally, the nominated game has to have influenced development or design for other games. The 4 inductees this year were Microsoft Flight Simulator, StarCraft, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, and Animal Crossing. That just does it about for today's show. All we have left is the award-winning joke of the day. Let's go a couple of them since it's Monday and testing. Why did the teddy bear say no to dessert? Because it was stuffed. Here's another. What did the baby corn say to the mama corn? Where is popcorn? Thanks for watching today's show. Join us tomorrow for more news from MCHS and around the world. Have a great day, and as always, go Dogs.